we at war with these, war I can't go for nowhere. Ah, ah. Lately, it's been hard for me to smile. On his way, he's back to get paid. He's on his way to Hollywood. He's on his way, he's back to get paid. He's on his way to Hollywood. Show him the way, he's back to get paid. He's on his way to Hollywood. Oh yeah, he's on his way, he's back to get paid. He's on his way to Hollywood. Yeah, all right. We are more than this, more than I can before. No, I, oh, no, and I was before. No. So I, okay, so, let's see, where do we just start off on? Ooh, I forgot one last sheet. Okay, um, let's see. So we did most of these already, but gotta go back to the squawks. Yeah, this is. I don't know if I like this. Like, I see the idea. It's probably the best of what you could have gotten, but given there's not that much, I feel like here, like, in all due respect, you're not running really Mega Aerodactyl, like, ever. Same with Mega Clap. I feel like you just get more value out of Mega Blastoise on this team along with Serena. It's actually a really good combo. I like it. I mean, what I'm kind of seeing, first of all, is I don't like. I mean, actually, they have Weavile, so the rock is a little bit concerning, especially if you only resist being Steelix. Not the best, but I mean, some of these are kind of fake flyings, like Mega Clef is not gonna come really that often. It's just gonna be base with a stone. You're probably gonna run like two, two. Yeah, probably no, probably yeah. You run like Clef, Life Dew to heal yourself up. Dragapult and Mega Aerodactyl are pretty good. You're going to be breaking most of the speed tiers. Scarf is really unnecessary. I think it outspeeds most Scarf users. I don't even know if like I was actually watching, but it's all good. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's probably the best for what you had, and I don't think it's the worst way to build with this. I'm not a fan of speed jump. Not great. But I do like the pieces. Like, there's a lot of pieces here that can make this a functional team, but I do feel like you're gonna rely a lot on Mega Blastoise to do any damage in all due respect. Not many of these Pokemon are able to do that much damage besides it. I mean, Mega Clef probably can, and Aerodactyl too, but like, when really your only true damage dealers are like that, it feels a little risky. I mean, yeah, you've got Weavile, Polt, and Armor Rouge, but very unbulky and I mean they're fast. Hmm. And I also, what is your Trick Room setter? Self-setting Armor Rouge isn't great. Armor Rouge wants to, I feel like in this meta at least, wants to be more of like an attacker, like mostly in Draft League. I mean, it's not the worst setter, but I feel like there's better setters out there than it. Surprised that Mega Clef doesn't get Trick Room. What else? I don't hate the Fire Water Grass core that much. I do like Queenly Majesty. I think that's great. Gives Blastoise a lot of safety. Same with Armor Rouge on the lead for Drek. If you're gonna run that. I don't like this thing's Trick Room mode being mostly 70 mons though. That's not the greatest. I mean, you probably will have to run like a minus speed mons. I don't know how Mega Blast is gonna get anything Shell Smash. You're probably gonna have to run the Water Spout set. You run Fake Out Trick Room, or you run like Queenly Majesty Trick Room. I mean, there's something. There's something there. Uh, Definitely something there for sure. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. There's probably better options, but I feel like for being forced to use the pick of the litter, this isn't that bad. I'd say the only thing is like I feel like you're gonna be stuck bringing one mega Pokemon and then the team kind of suffers a little bit without the others. I mean, the megas that you at least pick, they can like be usable in their base forms. They do really like having items as well. Like Mega Aerodactyl loves having the Sash. Mega Cleft likes having Citrus. Blastoise doesn't really need an item. Because you can just run like Life Shoot. It's a little bit more effective on it. So if I had to give it, I'd say it's a B tier. We call it Y Squawk. I don't feel like writing out yellow squawk. Was it white we also did? I don't know. To be honest, check by um I got answers on here, so we gotta do Y Squawk. W Squawk. Jeez, real big affinity for Megas and Mega Blastoise. Let's see, ooh, that flying is not that good. Yeah, flying is not good. That is a real big weakness for this team, that flying weakness. I really don't like that you only resistance. Think about an electric type would be really nice here. Like something to actually hit the thing for solid damage. I mean, I guess Mega Bomb Snow is probably okay, but especially at that 30 speed, you're gonna have to be forced to run like Trick Room, really bulky sets on all these bonds, which I think they can get away with. Plus, with the lack of really good flying Pokemon, I think this might be able to get away with. It's still very concerning, though. I also don't like that your fastest is 110. I mean, I get that the main thing is supposed to be a Trick Room mode, but still, I feel like even a 115 would be better. Get some outspeeds more consistently. Maybe catch some teams off guard with a faster offense mode. Is there a Tailwind setter on this team? For speed control. You actually have a couple. Yeah, you definitely have a couple. I could see Tail Room being pretty solid with Volcarona, like a bulky support set. I like Mega Blastoise here, like a lot. It can run the Tailwind Water Spout, Trick Room Water Spout. Unfortunately, actually, with Rage Powder, you can get away with Shell Smash, I feel. Um, some solid Fake Out bonds. Everything kind of covers itself nicely. Not really having a really good special bulk. Like, the special moves are not going to do good into this team. Physical bulk, there's some mons that are a little bit iffy on it, but there's some mons that are pretty strong. No real great physical attackers, though. Only really good ones are Mega Altaria, Hisuian Decidueye, Mega Abominus Nova. You prefer to run Blizzard. I mean, maybe Gliscor's Facade can do enough damage with, like, just how the numbers work, but you can't even get Poison Heal. There's no Toxic form. There's a lot of potential for this team. I think this might actually be able to do something like consistent, unlike the previous one. And it's got the pieces to be a pretty dummy strong trick room team. So that's what I think this main team's role is, just to be a trick room team. I kind of said trick room, answer questions later. So I think I personally like this team a lot more. I feel like it's a little bit more synergized. Really, only thing is that flying weakness. If you can fix that, that's like a really good team. This is just straight up a good team if you fix that flying weakness. I think it might be B. It's B A. Like, I don't know which one I like better. I think I like the yellow squawk better. I think yellow squawk, but yellow squawk is not A. It's not A. In all due respect, white squawk is probably B as well. A lot of these teams are going to be B. They're fine. And I have some glaring weaknesses though. So let's get moving on to like an actual new group. We'll start with blue. Alrighty, let's see how these look. Alrighty, Super Dialga's Angry Puffs taking Houndoom in the second round is an interesting choice to start us off. I fully agree with it, but I think is pretty strong. Gardevoir. Okay. See here. Alrighty. Got Whimsicott. Oh, no. The Type Tart Samuel here does not approve. I don't even know how you have it. Oh, because you have 3 fairy types. Is that really necessary to have 3 fairy types? 2 pranksters? Like, 2 pranksters feels overkill. Like, that does not feel like it's needed. I mean, the speed tiers are kind of nice. Whimsicott's pretty cool here. I like Houndoom. I like Ninetales. There's something going on. But I feel like yeah, I still don't understand what this team does for physical damage. I mean, yeah, it's just Swine. I don't like Grim as your only fake out setter. That's a very fake out mod. Um, no part, no real. What's the pivot here? Okay, there's some solid pivoting. Solid status. Um, Houndoom doesn't get a low list, but it's actually pretty interesting. But all that said, Mega Houndoom I don't think is the worst if I remember. It's kind of unbulky, but I'm pretty sure it gets Heat Wave or something. Yeah, it gets Heat Wave. Heat Wave's pretty nice on this thing. with that, and then you max it out, you go plus, you go like that, like hitting a solid 211 is actually really good in the sun with heat wave. That's a lot of multipliers right there with solar power. You could even run like flash fire. I mean, if you can somehow get caught that's like so many multipliers to make that heat wave do crazy damage. Like I think there's a potential here. Like holy cow, that thing's gonna do a lot of damage if it's set up right. But I feel like it also kind of ties to anything. I don't hate guard either. Like these two are two scary spread attackers, and I like Mamoswine to finish it out, give them a nice physical balance. But besides that, I don't really like anything else on this team. I like Wims. I feel like Grim is not necessary, just has more problems. Um, Overlap is a little too much in my opinion. The type chart doesn't really help you out. A lot of dark types. Yeah, 3 darks, 3 fairies is too much. I just don't think this team really mashes together well, especially with no real trick room setter. Like, I don't know. I feel like a trick room setter would be nice to give Qualitzer and Watchhawk something to do. Do a Mamo. Samurai, I don't really see what it does here. Like, Grimsnarl, I don't really see what it does here. Like, I don't see really a bulky mode for this team. This team is going to kill fast and die young. But besides that, I don't know. Like an electric type would be amazing. A ghost type, really just some more variety in the types. The team feels kind of overlapped with types that don't really want to overlap that much. And I don't see what some of these mods are going to be really doing for you. But I think this team could be really scary. This team has like a really solid core to go around. So I'm going to give it a C tier. I think C suits it nice. Ironless bundle. I like Mega Aerodactyl. You know, as many people who believe in what's his face, Annihilate, I'm not one of those people. Annihilate, I believe, is kind of a bum. I don't believe it actually really does that much. But prove me wrong. Okay, first of all, great fake out. Ghost is a little rough, but it's kind of hard to beat Ghost, so I don't blame ya. Overlap's not bad. Speed. Ooh, I do not like that jump from Arrow to 9. I know it's hard, but like literally anything 110 and above. I mean, I don't know, like there's gonna be some mods that don't have to worry about speed that are like real speedsters. Like your 130s are gonna be kind of surprisingly bulky. Like, hold up. I'm pretty sure this allows like the Mega Raichu Wise of the world to run like what is it? 178? You can run like I think what max special attack and they got like 6 left over to spread or just go crazy bulk. Yeah, let's see. Anything else? I do like Arrow here. Arrow's probably the main damage dealer I see. Like Rock Slide spam. I also see 9 for the Blizzard spam. Is there any monster who get beat up? Is there any monster that get beat up? Yeah. That's not Annihilate itself. I think Liepard gets it. Liepard doesn't get beat up? But Charizard does? Are we serious? Yeah, nothing on this team gets beat up. Hmm, interesting. That would be perfect. Maybe what I could see instead is like you go nine tails since it's faster and go like icicle spear, but that's not super consistent. I mean, but Annihilate does kind of like the Aurora Veils you, make it even more bulky. Helps with kind of it sticking on the field and less having to like attack, like switch out a lot. Um, let's see what else. I do like Trick
Is it like
Room.
mouthy?
Yeah, I kind of like Mouse 8, but I mean, I'm kind of looking at it. This team, its best, like closest thing is probably like Bullet Seed Serena or like Icicle Spear or Lola Ninetails. Doesn't have any
Mhm.
beat up mons. You kind of have to just, I'd say, probably go Aloe Ninetails, Protect Veil, and then Spear, Self Spear your Annihilate, and then kind of just let it set up with like, and just sit on the field with the Aurora Veil could be nice to like help it win its defensive side and make it more bulky.
Did the ladder reset already or no?
I think it did. I don't remember.
Is that the eighth or the sixth? I wish I had my switch on me right now. Also, I don't remember if I asked, but how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hope you're doing well. That's good. I had to turn you up though because you're very quiet for me. I don't know why. Part of my headphones.
All good.
All right. Just working on teams.
Yeah, we're on blue right now.
We're on what?
Blue. So this one is Angry Puffs. It's hold on. Just quickly. Yeah, I'll also live stream it on the Discord. Share my screen. Just share my window. There we go. So yeah, I've
Let me
I've
edit.
gone yeah, I've gone through yellow and white already. But blue and green I still have to do. And I done one of the blue ones. This one, I don't really like it personally. I put it at C. Um, but
Oh, this is a draft league.
yeah,
Okay.
you know, I was kind of looking at this. I don't really hate it. Like I do like Serena. Serena's always great.
It does stop fake out.
Yeah, and definitely in a yeah.
Oh, freaking Skeletors? Yo, that's awesome. Whose team is this actually? Hold on.
Let's see. I'm gonna butcher that name. It's Ecolist, something like that.
I wonder what they're planning. It says like
I mean, what I'm kind of seeing is like I see kind of like a little trick room mode, a little like nothing major, but I feel like the main idea is like getting Aerodactyl or Annihilate under like Aurora Veil and just letting them like with their actually middling but enough bulk, like just hammer through things with like strong damage and allowing them to like freely set up while Lola Ninetales kind of can spam blizzards in the back without really being punished. Let's see anything else. I do like Mega Ampharos here actually. It does cover a lot for this team, and I mean it is slower, but it gives Gallades something to do besides spam sharpness moves. And I could actually see it in Trick Room actually doing some stuff, especially with like most teams that I've kind of been going through. They mostly run like much faster Pokemon. Trick Room isn't really that good in champs, like compared to most strats. So like having a small little mode could definitely shock some teams.
man. I would have loved Mega Blastoise on this team though.
Oh yeah, I think was Mega Blastoise taken before this? I think was it? No. What team took Mega Blast? Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just check the tier list. Mega Blast. Oh, no team took Mega Blast. I mean, I feel like definitely you want to take that if you could like slot some points around. Like I feel like Mega
No,
Blast would make this team like amazing and kind of continue its idea of just getting things that will refuse to die under Aurora Veil, letting them do massive damage.
oh man, Mega Blastoise with screens. You like
Yeah,
have a trick room mode or a shelf smash mode. You will not know what I'm doing.
yeah.
Have fun.
Let's see. I do like
Have
Liepard
fun trying to
here.
figure it out.
I like Liepard here though. I think it actually does a lot for this team. Gives it another fake out user. Priority Thunder Wave is nice. What else can it do?
Yo, the library
Encore.
quash.
Oh yeah, Quash. And Encore too. It's kind of like a less bulky Sableye. Actually, might be more bulky. I forgot how unbulky Sableye is. Hold up.
Yeah, but they blind off have the ghost typing, so it adds to that bulk.
Yeah. No, it's less bulky than Sableye, but does it get Rain Moves? Does it get Rain Dance? It gets Rain Dance. No, I don't want to check Smogon's open source. It does get Sunny Day. Jeez. It does get Sunny Day. Any other status moves that it gets? Um, gets Sub, gets Taunt, gets Trick. Track could be weird for some. Double Team could be annoying in some matchups. Screech, Swagger, Fake Tears. Doesn't actually have a terrible support learn set. Could be better, but it's not the worst. It's kind of like if you combined Sableye and Whimsicott, but you didn't give them what's their best parts in the Tailwind screens. Kind of can just set Wetter, Encore, Fake Out. So it has the repertoire, but it's a little bit weaker compared to most. But even still, I really like this team. I think it's one of the scarier ones I've seen. And I mean, just these three alone, I could glaze for like days on. And I really like Serena. I think these like mid picks were great. I don't, in all due respect, see what Scarm does for this team though. I think that,
Tailwind, if you don't want to. It is a bulky Tailwinder.
yeah. Is anything else I mean, I feel like though you're probably still gonna want to prefer Mega Aerodactyl setting the Tailwind, but there could be some moments where you'd prefer Scarm. Maybe if you want to run Mega Amph, but
It could be like discount,
Corviknight?
uh, yeah, Corviknight, where you can Iron Defense Body Press.
Does it get Body
You do,
Press?
yeah. If they took that away from Skarmory, I'm crying.
Okay, it gets
Yeah,
Body Press. So yeah, I guess you could run it as like you run like Iron Defense, Body Press, Protect, Tailwind, and give this thing
or
like a walk-on berry, or like I don't know whatever is best for the matchup. Maybe lefties or walk-on berry, and then
you only got like 2 weaknesses, so whichever weakness you want to cover for that, like where
yeah. I mean, it's whatever really you're matched up against. I mean, maybe if they're matched up against this, like
what is this?
oh yeah,
Ooh.
I'll cover that in a bit. Uh, but I mean, maybe if you're covering something like this squad with like the fire spammers, I think Scarm at max HP might be able to tank something from Ninetales with it. What berry is it? I forgot. But I mean, still, you got
It's
sturdy. It doesn't
Aka,
really
right?
matter. Oh yeah, it's Akka. Akka berry. I mean, maybe not run sturdy. I mean, sturdy also kind of helps, at least for draft leagues. You can guarantee tailwind on most matchups with sturdy. That's what I think really I like about what is it? Uh, like Skarm for being a niche tailwind user. Getting sturdy can really help, like make sure tailwind goes up without burning sash. Uh, but besides that, I think this team's pretty solid, and I'd give it A tier. I think my only thing is like try to patch up Ghost, maybe slap a normal, but that I feel like would ruin the team more than what it's at right now. I really think this is one of the better teams. I wouldn't say like the S tiers, because I don't know, it's not screaming in your face like give me the S, but it's definitely A. But yeah, like where's the rain setter? You drafted
Huh?
rain, but you didn't draft a rain setter. What? What? I'm I'm confused. I see some of the things we're doing here. We're doing the Mega Halucha Snorlax Fisher. Um, I don't get Sableye besides just being cheaper regular Sableye since you couldn't take Sableye. Um, I think my biggest question is how the hell are you going to set up Rain? Because this team feels like a Rain team. I mean, you got Arch, you got Pala, you got Mega Swamp. Who's setting Rain for them? Like, are we running non-Mega Sableye? That feels a little interesting. I feel like there's better ways to do this. You really couldn't get Politoed or Pelipper? Like, hold on. There's no way. No, I don't want to print. There's no way Politoed. Yeah, you could get Politoed. Just, just get Politoed. Like, I, like, I don't know. Switch Palafin for Politoed, and this team is actually not half bad. Um, this team is also pretty obviously a Trick Room squad. There's a lot of Trick Room mons. I don't like the gaps in speed because of that. I feel like a 50 would be nice here, but you do have some okay setters. Um, don't like how there's no fairy. This team could use a fairy as well. Also, just a fairy resist too. Like a fire could actually not be half bad. Like just something to tank a fairy move. Because your only fairy resist is Slow King, and you got a bunch of fairy weeks. Um, the Mons in of themselves are very strong, though. I mean, most of them are pretty bulky. Like, this team isn't going to die easy, but it's not like it's doing anything back. That's how I feel, personally. Hmm, I don't know. Besides that, I do like the Trick Room. There's some solid Trick Room pieces, but I feel like this team is very incomplete. It's it's got an idea. It's got Halucha Snorlax and Rain with probably Sableye being the setter, but I think you just need to like make the team actually a Rain team with a Trick Room mode instead of being this weird, I don't even know the right word, just smush smorgasbord of like random archetypes. This team needs direction. That's why I feel like this is D tier. Probably one of the. Is this team that is one of the weirdest for me because I feel like just with a couple moves, it's easy B or A tier.
Hey, I gotta go. Sorry.
Oh, good. Thanks for stopping by. Alrighty, we'll keep moving. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Gar. Gar on the first is always great. It's never a problem. I think I'm gonna do blue. Just get through blue, and then I'll try to do what is it, green later in the night. So it'll be like 2 streams, 3 streams for this. Okay. Um, first thoughts. Um, I like this. I don't like how there's 460s, but besides that, I like this. Um, fake out. I mean, I feel like you would want one more fake out user. I don't like Singapore being your only fake out user. Makes you bring it to a lot more matchups than you think you will. Um, no ghost or dark is a little annoying. I mean, you kind of made it work, but not that many. Let's see. I do like Disquake. Disquake is very good here. I feel like Wash Tom would have been better though. Oh no, just saying. Sylveon's great here too. I like it for the more spread. This team is very big on spread damage. Like wide guard is gonna be something you have to worry about a little when you're using the squad. Spothra could be interesting for like some baton pass sets. Um, yeah, but besides that, I don't hate this. I don't know what Pidgeot really does here though. I don't know really what it helps with. I mean, no guard hurricane, I guess. But like, besides that, I don't really see what it's doing here. Um, hmm. Clefable? I don't know how I feel about Clefable here. I don't really see what it does besides maybe helping Garchomp set up some Swords Dance. Actually, that's probably what it does. It helps other teammates set up, which is actually really nice. I want to see what Empoleon does, though, in all due respect. I don't know what it's really doing for the squad. I mean, doesn't really want to. I don't know. Maybe Yawn. Maybe check Incineroar. That's it. Instant, instant check is the only thing I see that thing doing. You bring it to check Incineroar, and that's it. Steelix, I don't know if I really love or hate here. Um, do any of these ones get Trick Room? Spothra gets Trick Room. It's kind of a fake setter, though. I feel like you might want another, like a setter for Trick Room. Could be nice for Steelix. Help it a little bit out more. Uh, Besides that, I don't hate this team. It's actually pretty pretty solid. Um, uh, um, pretty solid. I'd give this. Hey, I feel like that top three plus Clef plus Espathra is one of the more scarier teams. I feel like there's an actually pretty solid idea going on here. type chart's nice too, and spread out pretty nice. Hey, a lot of good job, y'all. More A's and B's. Finally, a team drafts its mascot. I'm a little. Why not go for Wash? Why not go for Wash in the second round? That feels so much better in all due respect. And Eat. Or maybe, yeah, it would have been in your round. You had a couple chances at it actually. Oh. That rock weakness is really bad. Your only resistance being Mega Aggron is very concerning, especially when you want to mostly bring Mega Frost last. That's another thing. I feel like you're always going to want to bring Mega Frost last. There's not going to be many times where you want to bring Mega Aggron because its checks are very similar to Mega Frost last. Mega Drampa, I could see like sometimes you want to bring in like you want to bring Meowstic as a Trick Room setter. I like Aerodactyl for Tailwind. Dusk is not bad. Vivian for Rage Powder. I don't really see what else it does though. I feel like maybe there would have been a better redirector, maybe Ariados. Ariados might have been a little bit better for the squad. I don't hate Meganium. Meganium's actually pretty solid here. I think there's, I don't know, two rock types. I think it's a little overkill, especially when they're both pretty similar. Like, not the same, but similar. I do like actually Armor Rouge Meowstic. I think that's something they'll isn't really see that much. But it could be really damn scary. Like you can get away with like let's see. Even like Colberberry, Trick Room, Meowstic, or something like that. And then you Psychic Terrain turn 2 and let Armor Rouge just nuke everything on the board. Just saying. Is there any other? Does it get U-turn? Does it get anything to like? Ooh, you could run like min speed, min attack, sucker punch. That could be actually really interesting. I think that could be actually something you might try. Like, yeah, and then go like weak armor or something. You just have Psychic Terrain turn 1, expanding force, then this weakness policy is in the game though, right? Um, yeah, weakness policy is in the game, unfortunately. This team could. Stuff just feels off. I feel like a lot of the bonds on this team. Like I like Mega Frost, I like Arrow, I like Wash, I like Meowstic, I like Armor Rouge, I like Meganium a little, I like Drampa. I think Vivian, Aggron, Dusk and Meganium won't see that much play. But besides that, this team is pretty okay. I don't really see anything I super hate about it, especially with having two modes. It's really good. Type chart, very concerning though. I think, hmm, yeah, I think this is gonna be a B tier. Kind of just looking on it, B tier is where we're gonna be. Um, let's go. Okay. I see three darks, three grass, two electric. This is already going to be a team that will hinder a lot from its overlaps. this team will definitely suffer due to its overlaps. That's a very important thing in draft league. Even if it's best mon available, it's not always the greatest because type overlap. All right, let's see. Yeah, no, this is terrible type chart. There's a trick room mode, but it's not great. Actually, it is pretty great. I'm lying to myself. But I feel like a lot of the mons are overlapping on stab, overlapping on weaknesses a ton. This team is super duper overlapped. And even though the mons it has is great, like that top three is amazing. They super overlap. And in draft league, overlapping is a big weakness that can be super abused. No resistance to fairy, a lot of immunities to psychic and electric you'll be fine with. But so many weaknesses to so much. A lot of Mons feeling kind of useless. I don't know what Trevenant does that Sinistcha can't. Um, Megastar Raptor and Yaskarada I like. I feel like, though, you might want to remove one of the darks. I don't know which one, but I feel like the dark overlap is not really good for this team. Same with grass. Grass is one of the worst to overlap on. I mean, you do have a lot of resistances. I feel like maybe you could get a couple more grass weak mods. Um, I don't really know what to say. This team has the pieces, and this team will probably do well, but I can't give it anything but C tier because I, it's it's got an idea. It's got a great idea. I mean, you're trick rooming, you're just doing a lot of damage, but a lot of these mobs are overlapping in roles and types and all that jazz. Um, let's see. So I think this is C. I think if I it's not something you can restructure in one night. It's definitely something that'll take a lot of weeks to restructure into something a little bit less overlapped. So I think that's its biggest problem that the team's kind of overlapping on types and roles at the same time. So I think if you scale that down a bit, problem is you got three of the best dark types, so it can be really hard to scale down off that without like really messing things up. Alrighty. So yeah, blue's like the one exception where I don't actually need to rank a squawk. But yeah, I'm probably after this done. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go work on other things. I'll come back maybe later tonight though. Alrighty, here we go. First of all, actually not bad. I like how the team's super diverse on types. I do am a little sad that Electric's the one that you don't have, but I love Vanillux. I think Vanillux is actually amazing here. I love Mega Drag. I think too many Megas though could be a problem. This is another team where I feel like putting too much power in your Mega might risk things. What's your Trick Room Center? Kafkarigas? Yes, Kafkarigas. Vanillix is pretty niche. Mega Drag is probably your best mod here, but I feel like Mega Drag is gonna have to do a lot of heavy lifting when most of the squad can't really lift by itself. Um, I really don't like going back to back megas. I prefer you go something like instead of Mega Scraft, like I don't know. I feel like King Gambit would have been better, and then restructure around that. Mega Drag plus King Gambit's actually really scary. Yard could have been a good idea. I actually really like Yard on this. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say. nothing's really speaking like, oh, that's great or oh, that's bad. This is like a prime B tier team. Actually, maybe C, because I feel like even still, like, really a lot of your best mons being mega is a little bit of a red flag. I'm a personal big fan of just one mega. Um, I think there's some solid mons here who can do a lot. This team feels very trick roomy, but Kofik Riga says it's only trick room setter, which I don't like. Um, Mega Clef will probably not be megaing a lot. Same with Mega Scraff, but no AV doesn't makes Mega Scraff like really just nice to have. But besides that, uh, I don't know. I think this is another team where it's like there's too much. Like Mega Overlap is going to be the end of this team. Is going to be a C tier team in my opinion, but I do think it's one of those that again can do way better than my expectations. I think besides Mega Dragonite, this team doesn't really have much on the offensive side that doesn't require like a lot of setup. Scizor, I don't believe in, to be honest. Scizor is kind of a fake attacker. It never does as much as I feel like it should. So I feel like this is another C tier team. We're I don't hate it though. Alrighty, next. Again, please stop drafting all megas. I mean, I feel like this one, okay, first of all, maybe this won't be that bad. I mean, oh, being forced between Mega Delphox and Mega Gengar is gonna be rough. Like a lot of your power is just immediately lost. I mean, yeah, I know it's that like VGC, but it's just rough. I don't know. Um, let's see. I don't like how there's four poison types. Poison is one of the worst to overlap on, but weirdly, it still kind of works. This thing has a not bad rain or sun mode. Pretty good. Fake out and Sableye and Tink. I do like Mega Dell and Mega Gang. Who's your physical attacker though? There's no real physical attacker here. All your physical attackers are kind of fake. Overcool's fake. Bassimian's fake. Tauros is fake. Tink is kind of fake. Um, this team will be kind of screwed over by especially defensive squads, but they did take some of the more specially bulky mons left. Mega Dell and Mega Gang are very fast. Sableye could be some good support, I think, but Mega Overlap is bad. But I think you have two good enough Megas that you can get away with it. Like you just bring one match, but then you're down a lot of your points. You're down a lot of your mons. You're gonna have to bring like Sableye, Tink, and like maybe Tauros to some matchups when you prefer to bring like another strong mon. Like I feel like I don't know. I don't have much to say for y'all blue. It's like I feel like a lot of your problems are the same. It's you'd be relying a lot on mega Pokemon, and that you kind of don't have the rest of your squad. That's why I feel like I'm like a big person when it comes to like I don't know very low amounts of megas because it allows you to use more of your points. Hmm. Foul Plume in the fourth round is a little questionable, but I think there might be something here. Um, this might be an A. Not really looking at it that deep, but this is interesting to me. First of all, no Trick Room Setter besides Spirit Tomb is very rough. Um, Zard Y and Talonflame are very redundant together. Just pick one or the other. Maybe I think I actually like Talonflame better here. And yeah, Talonflame is so much better than Yard for the squad. Um, too many slow mons with no trick room setter. Um, Ditto doesn't make sense here. I feel like you'd actually want a more actual mon. The only fake out mon being Lopunny and Kangaskhan is very overlappy. I feel like you only again want one or the other. This team just feels too overlapped. This team is doing a lot of the same things. A lot of its pieces are doing the same damn thing. This team I don't like. This is probably, I think maybe Basket Legion Yard might be enough. But besides that, this team is doing the same thing 20 times over. I see it. I see the potential. But holy cow, does this team just do the same damn thing? It's really all Yard and Basku. Some support through like Vile, Kang, really just Vile and Kang. Talonflame feels kind of like it's never coming up because it just makes more Rock Slide fodder. Um, yeah, really your only resistance to Rock being Mega Mobile is kind of weak. Bascu, I mean, kind of covers it though, so it's not the end of the world. I feel like, oh no, yeah, I don't see it, unfortunately. Maybe I'm a little blind, but I don't see what this team really does outside of Yard and Bascu. There's no real trick room. Spiritom's a fake setter. Um, Mawile's gonna just have a lot of trouble doing much. I could maybe see it with like Talonflame. That's it. But again, Talonflame, if you're not running Talonflame, you don't really get access to Yard. You kind of, if you run Yard, you just lose Talonflame, which it sucks, especially because it's very expensive. So I feel like this is another. This is like this is just like the last team. You have such good top, but you lose so much in the back. Like really, you didn't have the points for anything else. I feel like you gotta have more points. This can't be all you have. Oh, I don't know. I think this isn't a C tier team. This is C tier. In all due respect, I don't see it. I don't see what this team really does outside of that top three. Here we go. This is how you build. This is how you build double mega. You build it where like you're not really super losing out. You don't have the other one. I mean, Mega Pyroar is so cheap that yeah, Mega Floette. This is a good team. This is just good. I don't like the type chart. The type chart's bad. This is not S, but it's gonna get A for sure. I don't even have to say much. I mean, you got a fake out setter, you got redirection, you got double weather, which I feel like is a little risky. But you got like two mons who can really abuse that weather. You got Sharpedo, which is okay. Gudra, okay. Mega Floette and Mega Pyroar, I absolutely love together. It's kind of like a cheaper Yard Floette. Staraptor is great. Scarf Final Gambit, Tailwind Setter. Um, Maybe a Trick Room Setter would be nice. That'd be my only thing. If I had to give a small little improvement, find a Trick Room Setter, and then this team S tier if you can fix up that type chart as well. I don't know. I don't have much to say. I think this is just an easy A. I don't know. When it came to you, Blue, take it how you want, good or bad. I didn't have much to say for most of these teams. There wasn't anything that was like shocking in a good or bad way. All these teams just felt like their role was obvious. They knew what to do. Did they succeed it? Maybe yes, maybe no, but a lot of these teams were very solid. I have to give you that. I think that's going to end us off for today. I think we'll do the rest another time. You can take a look at the tier list. Uh, I'll get green in either later tonight or tomorrow night. Alrighty.